Send them a scalpel. You looking at me, Diamond?
We're losing adrenaline now.
You'll never amount to anything, Diamond.
Everybody clear. You scum.
We've lost him.
GamesMaster, the kind of show you would meet in the street, shake warmly by the hand, go off, have an intimate dinner with, then followed by a passionate 2-month affair, split up, but still remain the best of friends with. On today's show, we're featuring men and women whose job it is to dress up in lurid spandex costumes in an event we call Gladiators, Hard, Don't Make Me Laugh.
Those spandex-clad superstars, the Gladiators, have something of a reputation for being hard. But I wonder if they're up to the challenge of a no-holds-barred scrap on one of the next-generation consoles. For today's event, I decided to put them to the test by pitting 2 of them against 2 civilian games players to see which team emerges victorious over 2 separate challenges. The first challenge would be between the girls of each team as they slug it out on the 3D Saturn game, Victory Boxing. Contestants have 1 round to prove which female fighter packs the bigger punch. As in real boxing, the winner will be determined either by points or, less ambiguously, knockout. Ding, ding!
Now, there are many gladiators qualified to take part in this event. Unfortunately, only 2 of them are physically attractive enough. Please welcome Cobra and Panther. To kind of butter up the guests a little bit, especially those with such fine physiques as yourself, Mick.
Oh, you're too kind. Must be after something.
How much do you have to eat then to get a body like that?
Well, I eat quite a lot. I used to eat 10 chickens a day, but it was too foul. I have about 3,000 calories a day of fairly healthy food.
And you have to work out obviously quite a lot. What are you, give me some measurements then.
Well, my chest is about 48.
About the same as mine then?
Near on, yeah, give or take a few feet. And my arms are about 18 inches, and I've got 26-inch thighs, and I better stop there, actually.
Yes, I think we should. Right now, Helen, how did you choose the name Panther? Did you get to choose it, or did they give you the name?
No, what we have is a big pool of names, and when we go for the interview to do the strength tests and what have you, they look at you and they say, oh, she looks like a panther, and that's how I got it.
Because I'd like to be a gladiator, but I'd like to be called Bloke. I could be that gladiator.
Nice bloke.
Nice bloke. Well, this bloke even.
Bloke.
Hard bloke.
Not geezer.
Could be good. Not geezer, just bloke. And basically, Wolf, when is he going to retire? Because he is 74 years old now, and he's not looking any younger, is he?
No, he isn't. He actually looks like Maxwell's love child, doesn't he?
For our viewers who might not be familiar with Maxwell, basically he was old and very physically unattractive, and actually very unfunny. One of the great myths of all time that Maxwell was funny.
And now you know why they picked Wolf's name.
Okay, well, we have 2 gladiators of our own who are going to take on Cobra and Panther tonight. Please welcome Pushpa and Spiros. Okay, now, Pushpa, I'll start with you. I know that we often get boys on the show and we ask them if they have a girlfriend. I know you don't have a boyfriend just now, and I know that Cobra is your favourite gladiator. So, do you think there's any possibility of you 2 maybe
Never know.
getting together? Now you've seen him in the flesh, does he measure up?
No, not really.
Right, that's it.
Oh, that's a bit of pre-match tension starting
right.
there already. Spiros, if you were on Gladiators then, what event do you think you would handle the best?
Atmospheres.
Do you think, I almost think that'd be the toughest one.
Yeah.
You don't think you get a bit dizzy and everything? And I don't like the big steam that comes up at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice bit.
You put hairs on your chest as well.
Not mine, unfortunately.
You're quite a very smooth-chested man, aren't you?
Yep, need it for aerodynamics, so it can go through the rings.
Okay, right then, while Mick and I compare chest hair, we'll take a look at today's news. Nintendo's Ultra 64 is finally being unveiled tomorrow in Japan along with 10 games. And if the rumours are true, the machine's more fun than my mum. Details of the launch are more secret than my pants, but we know that Rare, makers of Donkey Kong Country and Killer Instinct, have 5 games up the spout, including one based on the imminent Bond movie, GoldenEye. Other games will include a version of that Magic Edge flight simulator seen on GamesMaster a couple of weeks ago, and because it's Jimmy Nintendo, there'll be a brand new Mario game just for a laugh. The graphical power is said to make the PlayStation and Saturn look tame. Keep watching GamesMaster to find out, because we're the tops. Just going on test in London is Namco's latest arcade game, Time Crisis. It's the first arcade game to have a forklift truck that falls over. It also bears more than a whiff of Virtua Cop, but as well as a gun, players have a foot pedal, which allows them to quite literally duck, essential for taking evasive action when pants get soiled. Time Crisis will kick in arcade doors from January, with a PlayStation version to follow. Over in America, top movie Nice Guy bloke Steven Spielberg has launched a new computer network that allows terminally ill kids in a number of US hospitals to meet and play games together. The Starbright network lets players who would be thousands of miles apart interact in one virtual playground. They can talk to each other, have a laugh and take part in games like running races, demonstrated here by fat Gulf War bloke General Schwarzkopf.
Come on, Daddy, go, go!
It's the kind of thing that brings a warm glow to even a sarcastic, downbeat, cynical heart like mine. Right, we're about ready to start today's event. Gladiators, hard, don't make me laugh. We've got 2 teams. We've got the Gladiator team of Cobra and Panther against our punters team of Pushpa and Spiros. The first round is going to be the 2 ladies playing victory boxing on the Saturn. Pushpa against Panther. Help me co-commentate, backed by popular demand, Housewife's Choice, Kirk Ewing. Kirk, welcome.
Hi, Dominik. You're looking fantastic today.
Thank you very much, Kirk. Would you like to give our ladies some tips then on this fine game?
Well, I think the best thing the girls can do is use their speed to move around the opponent, picking them off with jabs, trying to leave them open for a big hook. That's classic Bruno technique there.
Certainly is, Kirk. OK, we're going to have 1 3-minute round there. Hopefully one of them will be on the deck by the end of it. Best of luck, Pushpa. Best of luck, Panther. Let's come out fighting. So Pushpa's boxer is black hair and pink shorts. Panther's the ginger nuts in the blue shorts with the energy bars at the bottom of the screen. Pay attention to the orange one with D beside it. That's the damage done. Panther's has hit 0. She's down on the floor for the first knockdown. You can see the count coming up there. Kirk.
Pushpa did very well there, working nicely behind the jab. It's exactly what we were telling him to do. Panther leaving enough time on the floor there to get her damage bar back up, coming in with some big ones, hopefully.
She certainly is. That was a left hook attempt there by Panther. Panther trying the hooks, but missing a nice little uppercut there from Panther, working the head there nicely. Pushpa tries to come back, though. She's ducking and weaving. She's avoiding these punches, but Panther's coming back in there. Kirk, the tactics.
The tactics are cause as much brain damage to your opponent as possible.
And they're certainly doing that, these 2 fine females here. OK, at the moment, the energy bars. Panther's is getting low again. She's going to have to be careful there. We've got about 2 minutes, 7 seconds left on the bout. Panther, there's a second knockdown there.
Bad news for Panther. I mean, what she really could try to do is maybe a bit of work on the kidneys, try and get some body blows in there and affect some of the lower body as well, because she's concentrating on the head a little bit.
Get some top lady-on-lady lower body action.
That's what we like.
I think that's what we're after. OK, Panther's up there. 1 more knockdown, of course, and Panther will be out, but by a technical knockout. So Pushpa's probably going to move in for the kill, but she's backing off a wee bit here, Kirk.
Yeah, seeking the sanctuary of the ropes there. Maybe just a little bit worried about the power behind Panther's punch.
That's right. She can always come back with a more. Oh, she's not going to come back at all. Well, Panther gets a 3rd knockdown. It's a technical knockout, which means round 1 of the event was the Pushpa and the Punters. Well, Helen, knocked down 3 times within a minute and a half. Not a particularly fine gladiatorial performance.
Not really, but I think she was cheating. I think she was very, very lucky, and I'd love to see her play Powerball, and I'll take her on with real boxing gloves next time.
I think your partner there is trying to cause a little bit of extra aggro there. I didn't mean to ask you actually there, Mick. You see that outfit there?
Yes.
Do you get jogger's nipple at all from that?
Now and again I do, yes.
It does chafe a little
some
bit.
cream on there and it's okay.
And it comes up a
Solves
treat.
it for them.
That's fine. Pushpa, you've been accused of cheating there.
Not cheating at all. I was just too good for her.
You reckon?
Yeah.
What were your best tactics then? Why did you win? How did you win that then?
I just kept my punches greening.
It was all like, well, of course, we've got 1 more leg of the event to come. We have got Cobra against Spiros. Mick, how do you see that one going?
Very well. I used to be a boxer. I had 20 fights and 20 knockouts.
But you're wrestling.
Then I won
But you're wrestling, though, in this next one.
Yeah, but I'm used to the contact sport.
OK. Well, before this gets all completely out of hand, we're going to take a look at today's reviews. First up, Dave and Rik jump inside a little spaceship and fly around making boots shooting noises with Viewpoint on the PlayStation, a conversion of the Neo Geo classic.
Well, now it's arrived on the PlayStation and it's been tweaked. It's been tweaked up. The graphics are even better. The sound effects are superb.
Bobbins, OK, so it is a spruced up Neo Geo game. But the Neo Geo game had no depth in the first place.
Viewpoint is a stunning game, and I guess we're both just going to have to agree that we have a different point of view.
Now, most next-generation beat-em-ups have 3D rotating polygon texture map bitmaps with Gurad shading. Golden Axe the Duel, doesn't.
It's a Golden Axe beat-em-up. And what you do is, you play as the characters from the original Golden Axe, people like Gilius the Dwarf and Axe Battler, but in a duel. They fight each other. You kick the little dwarfs and elves that run along to pick up potions to give you your special moves, and to pick up chickens to give you more energy back.
I'm sorry, but as beat-em-ups go, this is far too rooted in the Street Fighter 2s of yesterday. Should have been more like Tekken, or possibly even Virtua Fighter 2. It doesn't have the appeal that they have, the 3D aspect. It's still 2D, but the beat-em-up elements are just extraordinarily average.
Yes, I'm afraid I enjoyed this game, but I do have to agree with Rik. Compared to some of the more state-of-the-art beat-em-ups, this one is slightly dated, but it is very stunning, it is very professional, and it also should appeal to older players like myself, who, from the hardcore days of the Mega Drive, might play with a slight tear in their eyes.
Finally, proof that the Mohican is still alive, well, and living in secret as a tragic hair accessory in Alien Odyssey on PC CD-ROM.
Alien Odyssey is a weird old bag of nuts. Well, it's crossed kind of with Alone in the Dark and Rebel Assault.
The shoot-'em-up sections are very, very basic, but all you're doing is controlling a crosshair and trying to shoot the enemies as they lie in front of you.
The actual Alone in the Dark bit, though, doesn't stand up to the Alone in the Dark games or even Ecstatica or Bioforge. It looks great, yes, but the camera angles really do ruin it for me. The puzzles are just too difficult to perform.
CD-ROM of the week!
Welcome to the cinema of science fiction. A dimension of giant robots, awesome spaceships, mad scientists, and strange aliens. You've always dreamed of being the master of this movie universe. Now your dreams become reality.
Sci-Fi Movie Machine is a CD-ROM for all those ladies and gentleblokes not content with uncreative jobs who reckon they're filmmakers. The package features classic B-movie clips which you can edit together into your very own self-indulgent special effects spectacular. It features dodgy-looking robots, dodgy-looking explosions, and aliens who are less frightening than my grand collecting for a fluffy puppy's holiday. As usual, the viewing screen is pretty small, but you do get a sense of achievement if you're funny that way.
Well, I'll be damned. I did it.
Sci-Fi Movie Machine is released next year, unless someone's telling me lies. Okay, we're halfway through the second leg, as you can see, of our Gladiator event today. While we see what the outcome of this one is, we're going to take a short break. Coming up in part 2, it's going to be Cobra against Spiros on WWF WrestleMania. Back in a minute. Game of Twisters got a little bit out of hand. While I try and revive our competitors in time for the second leg of our Gladiators event, we'll take a look at today's feature. Once more, I've been forced to come out to LA to try and be funny in the face of America. Wing Commander 3 sold 500,000 units worldwide. They're making the sequel, Wing Commander 4, just now, and it costs $8 million. We're going to have a look. Eschewing work in restaurants, the stars of Wing Commander 3 have all returned, with Mark Howell, Tom Wilson and mad bloke Malcolm McDowell all donning fantastically ludicrous costumes for the sequel. On the day I very nearly fell out of a car, Mark and Tom were quite literally shooting a scene set in an outer space bar. This is one of the actual sets of Wing Commander 4. Now, they're rehearsing just now. We've been told we're not allowed on the set, but do I look like I'm wearing a T-shirt that says, I care? Come on. Okay, this is quite cool, this. This is actually Mark Hamill's personal cacti collection. Every film or any game he works on, he demands that this be built into one of the sets. You might remember in Star Wars, he had a couple of ones in the back of the X-Wing, and in fact, if you lifted up R2-D2's helmet, there was a very small cactus in there, and that's the deal. No cactus, no show for Mark. Behind me, these are all the extras that are supposed to be hanging out at the bar, and the funny thing is that they've kind of dressed them up to look a little bit weird. But if you go to London any day of the week, this is what normal people look like. So, but the problem is like, it's Americans, do you know what I mean? This digital readout, you can see these numbers. This is actually the amount of money I'm earning as we're making this feature. I like to have this brought with me whenever we film any GamesMaster stuff, just so I can tell at any given time how rich I'm getting.
Time for me to get cosy with Back to the Future veteran Tom Wilson.
I'm here with Tom Wilson, who's reprising his role as Maniac in Wing Commander 4. Tom, what does Maniac get up to in this one?
Maniac gets up to a lot of no good, as well he should.
Quite right.
In this one, actually, it was nice because Maniac was such a popular. You're scaring me. Maniac was such a popular character in Wing Commander 3. They brought Maniac back and enhanced the role quite a bit for me nicely, and they're paying me more, which is good. So you know, it's a winner all the way through.
Any top fighting or top kissing action for you in the film?
I never kiss anybody. I've been slapped in the head in so many roles, and I get slapped in the head several times in Wing Commander 4.
You're probably best known for Back to the Future, 1, 2, and 3. What was it like working with wee Michael?
He's a very regular guy, a guy from Canada, and yeah, super. We had a ball.
Do you think it's a problem?
We fist fought a lot, but that's just to remain hard as nails. We fought, you know, each other.
And if there was a Wing Commander 5, would you come back and do it?
No, I don't care for any people here. Of course, no, I love doing Wing Commander. It's a lot of fun. Everyone's very, you know, very pleasant. And, you know, we've worked really hard on this one. I think it's a good one. So, hey, I'm into Wing Commander 18.
Unfortunately, Mark, Luke Skywalker Hamill, was so intimidated by my unique interview style, he hid in the nearest prop.
Mark, come on, mate. Come on. It'll be all right, honest, I promise, right? I won't ask you any weird questions, all right? Come on. It'll be a laugh. He's going to come. He's going to come.
Eventually, I'd caught Mark with a makeup lady and said I'd tell his wife if he didn't talk to me about his character, Christopher.
Mark, tell us a bit about what Christopher does in Wing Commander 4.
Well, he thinks the war is over, you know. Just the way Mark thought the storyline was over, and I thought, you guys, I mean, if we're going to do this again, we can't have another big space combat game, can we? As successful as the last one was, I think the public would really be upset if we just rehashed the same old thing. And to me, this is even more intriguing because it's about the society readjusting after the war is over.
Did you play Wing Commander 3 yourself?
Yes, but not very well, Dominik. No. I mean, we have hundreds of people that make me look like a superb pilot, but I get comments from my kids like, Dad, don't ever play this in front of my friends, okay?
Is it a 100% barrel of laughs working in a CD-ROM game?
It's really interesting doing this. It's frustrating in a way. The script goes like this, and then it can go either this way or that way.
Yeah.
Just keep your mindset on the end result, which should be a really fun thing to play.
And at $8 million, I should jolly well hope so. Wing Commander 4 is due in the shops next month, when you'll be able to find out for yourselves whether Cheeky Tom, Mark, and the winning Wing Commander bandwagon are still going strong.
After Panther's pitiful performance on Victory Boxing, let's see if her teammate, Cobra, can prevent a whitewash as he steps into the ring on the PlayStation title WrestleMania. As usual in fighting games, players should try to use their special moves to secure a victory. And the two characters I've selected, the clown and the sumo wrestler, have plenty to keep them busy. All right, lads, it's the best of 3 rounds. Hit the mat.
Okay, we're just about to enter the final part of today's event. Gladiators hard, don't make me laugh. At the moment, the punters team are 1-0 up, so Cobra has to beat Spiros at WWF WrestleMania to try and restore some pride to the Gladiators. Kirk, are they going to be able to do it?
Well, Dr. Diamond, I mean, basically, Cobra's got a big challenge here. What it is about is getting your opponent in a headlock, and that's where you can pull off the majority of your special moves. Now, you've got to be quick on your button, though. Try and get that special move in quickly. Otherwise, they could pull a reverse on you, and it'll all end in tears.
OK, then. So, Cobra and Spiros are in a 3-bout situation. Whoever wins 2 of them will clinch this particular leg of the event. So, best of luck, Cobra. Best of luck, Spiros. Let's go to ringside. So Spiros is playing as Doink the Clown. He's the guy who looks like a clown, basically. And Cobra is playing as Yokozuna, a big fat bloke on the right with no top on. You can see the energy bars at the top of the screen. When they get low, that's when you're going to try and go for the pin. Over to you, Kirk. Who's doing well so far?
Well, actually, Yokozuna's not doing too bad at all. He's missing a few opportunities there to do a pin on the Doink. Doink got him with a joy buzzer earlier on, took quite a lot of strength. Oh, he's up in the ropes now.
Oh, and he missed that one now. We can see combo flashing beside Yokozuna. Kirk, what does that mean?
Well, once that combo bar is up, it means that Doink can get, Yokozuna can get quite a few hits on Doink. So,
but that's the buzzer.
That's the buzzer again.
That's the joy buzzer. Doink goes up again, tries to smash and makes contact with Fat Boy.
Oh, dear.
Fat Boy can pin him now. Oh, he's slamming him. He's not pinning him. He goes for a pin. Yokozuna takes the first one. 1-0 Cobra.
I wouldn't like those buckets on me, Dominic.
That's got kind of an upset here, Kirk. Oh, no, here we go. Doink's combo. This is a fight back from Spiros.
It certainly is. Yokozuna lost his lunch all over the ring there. And you've got some quite an angry, white American gun-owning crowd in the audience there. They seem to like this action.
You want to be careful of that. It's a high-risk attack. That's a power driver there.
Yep.
Now, Doink can pin him. He goes for the extravagant one. Smash him in the head. Is this going to be a pin from the ropes? Is it a smash?
That was an ankle.
He takes the second round, so it's 1 round all. This is the final deciding bout.
That was a nasty ankle crusher there, actually. The big fella will be walking with a limp afterwards.
Certainly was another power driver there from Doink. Is he going for another one? It's 2 power drivers from Doink. You can see Yokozuna's energy bar is very low. He is powered up for a big slap combo. He's not going to get into it. Another buzzer from Doink there, Kirk.
Yeah, indeed. If I was Yokozuna, I'd be looking to put the Glasgow Kiss on the clown, try and take him out as quickly as possible.
He's got to take him out. Oh, that was a multi-headbutt combo followed by a smash. You can see Doink's energy bar going down. This fight isn't over yet. Although Yokozuna just gets a buzzer treatment on him there. Now he's back in with a head cut, like you said. Glasgow kissing all over the shop, but this is... Oh, it's got 4 slap tango special. Doink is going for a pin, but he misses.
And he gets it at the end there.
He's got the pin finally, Kirk. He wins it. Doink wins it. The punters win 2-0. Okay, well, Mick, you had a fantastic start there. You did get the first fall, then it all started to go a bit wrong. What happened?
I got beat badly, that's what happened.
You did there. You couldn't quite fire up those special moves like Spiros.
I think the pressure of my partner not winning got to me, and that was it. I just fell to pieces after the first round. Got overconfident and got whooped.
You certainly did. Spiros, what can I say? Tell us some of the tactics you were using there then.
I was getting him in headlocks and then just power driving him and then using the joy buzzer and then just jumping on him. And
so you're basically saying it was easy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You were saying Cobra is soft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's nice we've got something agreed. You probably cost Cobra and Panther their jobs now.
That's right. What do you look like in Lycra?
I don't think our viewers need to necessarily know the outcome of that one because we'll move on to presentation time and the winners of the special Gladiators Hard Don't Make Me Laugh Golden Joystick is the team of Push Button Spiros. And let's another round of applause for our 2 special guests today, Cobra and Panther. Okay, that's all for today's show, but before we go, remember, life is a lot like mixed tight-fitting spandex. Snug, but difficult to get out of. Bye-bye.